Obviously, the Mutas can still dodge, but wow, the Scourge are in a nice position. They can pick off those Corsairs if they venture out. It looks like the Zealots, though, instead of going back home, they looped back around and they're heading into that third base there, going straight in. There's nothing to block. That's exactly what he's saying. Is he needed something to block those Zealots from getting through that gap in there to get at the Sun Colonies. He kills off one Sun Colony. He's going to kill off the other Sun Colony as well. He's killed off one drone. He's probably going to get a second drone. But really not a lot of damage done there. He lost an entire squad of Zealots. He's actually, well, he's killed 3 drones now. 4 drones maybe. So decent damage, but not too much damage done. Not as much as I'm sure he wanted to do with that Zealot attack. Yeah, the Mutalisk really wiping them up pretty quickly. Yeah, so didn't lose a whole lot there, although I still think that if he'd had a defense set up better like he has at that natural expansion, then he would have been better off. He wouldn't have lost as much, especially if he'd run his drones. He wasn't paying complete attention to his drones. We've got a nice combination here. 5 Corsairs with +1. No, I'm sorry, the Corsairs are not upgraded. The Archons have +1 weapons. +1 Carapace, though, on the Mutas, which will really cut down the amount of damage they're going to take from those unupgraded Corsairs. Here comes the Corsairs getting Scourged from behind, attacking the Overlord. Oh, Scourge. I'm sorry, Corsair targeting fail. He's going in for another attack here, trying to use the Archons and the Corsairs to block against these Mutas so that the Zealots cannot be damaged again. But no, they go down, and Violet is in horrible trouble right now. This is not looking good for Violet at all. He has just been trying to make these attacks and they keep failing, and now he's trying to set up a third base. He was hoping that attack would be a distraction while he set up his third base, but it did not work. It got shut down very quickly, and now those Mutas are going to run in and attack that third base, and those Sun Colonies are going to lay complete waste to the Archon if it chooses to continue engaging, which it does not very wisely. And now look at these Mutas are just unimpeded, unchallenged. They're just going to be able to run around and just pick off that new base. Here he comes in, and he's going to actually try and go for this attack after all. The Sun Colonies targeting the Archon. He manually targets the Archon with the Sun Colonies because the Sun Colonies do more damage against the shields of that Archon. They can take down the Archon very quickly, whereas small units, like drones, cannot very easily. And the Mutas are now in the main base. They shut down that natural expansion. It looks like he didn't cancel it, though, but he's just choosing to go for probes instead, which is a wise move. He kills several probes. Only a single cannon was in that main. It looks like maybe a second one. Takes them out very quickly, takes out a bunch of probes, stops mining there, and now he can easily go back and clean up this third base with just Lings if he wanted to. He's going to bring his Mutas up there regardless, but look at this. Violet has like no army. He gets sending out these forces. The forces get killed off. Uh-oh, are we going to see some Storm? Nice Storm right on those Mutas. Nice! Second Storm as well. Oh, doesn't pick off the Morphing Templar. Look at those lazy Zerglings. Silly lazy Zerglings. Just chilling there while the Sun Colony goes down. They are going to clean up those Zealots, though. And, well, maybe not. Maybe the Zealots are going to get some kills, actually. I think he's going to be able to clean up the Zealots pretty quickly, though. Meanwhile, Mila is still going in, rampaging in the main. He's still got Corsairs around. I'm sorry, Scourge around, in case there are Corsairs. So he's got a really well set up there. And that Zealot is finally going to go down. Yeah, so everything gets cleaned up, and Violet just keeps pushing out and dying, and pushing out and dying, and pushing out and dying. So Violet has basically been stuck with, oh, nice, well, actually it looks like it wasn't a nice Storm Drop, actually we didn't see any blood, so, oh, is he going to get him in route? Oh, nice, double Storm, brilliantly done, mostly brilliantly done. Oh, and he misses the main clump, though, wow. Oh, is he going to get it? Oh, drying off energy, never mind. But wow, that was that was a nice idea, storming the drones that tried to run down, and also storming the route that the drones running away would take. But he actually dodged both the storms, it looks like, and dodged or they just missed. It was hard to tell there, and did not lose very many drones at all. So a lot of money invested there in the shuttle and the Templar. And those two Templar are templated. He does not have to battle any mass ground units to come in, but it looks like instead of going Spire, going for the Mutalisk to throw things off in favor of oh, wow, Mutalisk coming in and try and pick off those whoa. Okay, he managed to actually nicely done clone that Scourge so that He didn't lose all his Scourge on a single Corsair, but he was able to defend it because of that. Anyway, he has decided not to go for the Mulis and the Hydras, which is kind of the standard Neo Sauron build, but instead he's just gone for upgrades. We saw him put down get the Mutas and the Evo Chamber at the same time, I pointed out, and he's been upgrading his ground units the whole time, so he's got one Carapace and one attack on his ground units. I would have thought he would have gotten a second Evo Chamber if he's going to be concentrating on ground unit attacks and what have you, but he's got the Ultralisk Cavern up. It's going to be having probably the armor upgraded earlier, I think. Oh, nice Ice Storm on a bunch of Zerglings. Takes out a good attack there. Now Violet, he's been trying to get attacks in, and he just keeps persisting, but he has been taking out the forces. He's been taking out the Zerglings and such that came in as he did it. Nice Storm, tons of Zerglings going on there. 8 kills on that Templar, not as much as I expected, but the Zealots do manage to get in there, and the Ultralisk comes out. This was his last attack. Violet with no way of getting another. I mean, he just kept failing and failing and failing and not accomplishing enough. He knew he was beaten with Action just getting 4 base high upgrade Ultralisks on their way out. Not much that he could do. So now Action is going to go on to face Bogus in the winners match. And Movie will face Violet in a nice PvP in the losers match. Actually, I expected Movie versus Violet to be the winners match, to be honest. So surprising upset so far. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching Game 3.